Hello Crypto Gang, welcome to another LamboLife video. I understand that we, the people from the crypto space, are probably very busy checking CoinMarketCap or Twitter every 5 minutes of the day, trying to keep up with the eternal flooding of information throughout this godforsaken industry. You know, crypto never sleeps. With that being said, I think it's important for us to breathe and relax every once in a while. So I made this video to share with you TV shows that fit your interest that you could binge watch. I personally handpicked these shows from all those that I've watched, and let me tell you, these are the best we have so far. Not only are they enlightening in terms of how powerful crypto can be, but they are funny as hell. One of them is really deep, just straight out the best, unlike the new crypto movie that was just recently announced. I'm sure you've heard of that by now. If not, search crypto movie on Google. My issue with that movie is that it puts crypto in a bad light. I don't like that. I'll probably still watch it once it gets on movie theaters. It still probably would bring more than a few curious outsiders in our industry. Nonetheless, I'm not impressed. But these TV shows I'm about to share, trust me, they are binge worthy, and I'll save the best for last. First is Mr. Robot. This one is dark and deep and captivating. I haven't seen this series in a while, but they will be releasing season 4 this year. The show is about a brilliant hacker named Elliot and his internal struggles surrounding his upbringing and personal life. It gets even more complicated when he joins a secret hacktivist group called F Society. Basically, his goal is to disrupt corrupt institutions, the powers that be. Same with what we're doing in the crypto space, except his methods are more direct, more aggressive, more dangerous. Long story short, he puts the whole world in chaos with his actions. The normal timeline almost instantly turns into somewhat like a post-apocalyptic one. The economy collapses, the streets are in ruins, comparable to what's going on in Venezuela right now, probably worse. But there is a silver lining for crypto fans. The dollar collapses too. Money holds no value anymore, and that's how Bitcoin shined here. But there's also gonna be a battle between Bitcoin and the so-called e-coin or evil coin, which in this movie is a currency issued by a mega corporation called E-Corp. E-Corp is referred by Alien as Evil Corp because they do evil stuff like most conglomerates do. This scene will give you an idea of the struggle of dominance between Bitcoin and e-coin in this series.
Do it. It's unconstitutional.
We're talking about rolling out e-coin loans. I fail to see how the Constitution fits into this logic. Look, with e-coin equal to $1, it'll free up the economy. It'll give you some breathing space.
It's unconstitutional. You can't make your own currency. That is the federal government's job. We simply cannot let you make big loans in e-coin that you wouldn't make in dollars.
I am not the problem here. The problem here is hard cash is fading rapidly. That's just the way of the world right now. And Bitcoin is spreading, and if Bitcoin takes over, we are all in a world of hell. It is unregulated, it's already reached its transaction volume maximum, and it is partly controlled by Chinese miners.
You just accepted $2 trillion from them.
Yes. And now I want to use it against them. With eCoin, we control the ledger and the mining servers. We are the authority. I will make sure you have visibility into every single wallet that's open, every loan, every transaction, which means we can start making new assets, which means we can start rebuilding the banking sector without your having to inject even more politically unpalatable federal funds into it.
The president will laugh in my face.
But he'll know this is the right thing to do. This is going to be controlled by a good old-fashioned American company. You want to regulate it? Be my guest. Regulate the shit out of it. I'll give you back doors, side doors, trace it, whatever you want. Just don't shut it down.
How do you like it so far? I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to season 4. And by the way, the main character Elliot, He's also insane. Enjoy! Next on this list is Silicon Valley. Man, this show is hilarious, especially if you are into tech and get the humor. The characters are always hysterical. Seth Rogen can't hold a candle to these guys. The series focuses on five young men who founded a startup company in Silicon Valley. The crypto part doesn't come until season 5, but it's totally worth it.
Okay, well. What the fuck was that?
That's the song You Suffer by Napalm Death.
Oh yeah? That's a whole song? It's like a second.
It's an alert. Whenever the price of Bitcoin dips below a certain value, it's no longer efficient to mine. When it comes back up, it is. So I need to know when it breaks that threshold so that I can remotely toggle my rig at home.
Okay, any idea how often that might happen?
Bitcoin is very volatile, so...
This is so loud.
A lot.
Good, all right, well, maybe turn it down or something. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Guilfoyle, goddammit, could you please stop that fucking noise? I'm serious.
How will I know when to remote toggle my rig?
Easy, you won't, and neither will any of us, because you won't remote toggle anything. No more remote toggling, got it?
Hey, any news?
God damn it. Why is that thing still fucking doing that?
I guess Guilfoyle forgot to turn it off. It's been doing that all morning. I don't have its password. Bitcoin is really volatile today.
Okay.
Essentially, the startup founders who were seeking venture capital have been verbally promised by their VC fund managers that they will not be forced to run ads or sell their users' data. But the VC fund managers fell short of their promise. To break free from the corporate mess they are entangled with, the founders decided to seek another form of funding, one we all love and cherish in the crypto space, an ICO. You know, because what could go wrong?
I'm not going to bet the entire future of my new internet and everything I've worked for on becoming the next Bitcoin. You really expect me to do that?
There are very few things that I will defend with true passion. Medical marijuana, the biblical Satan as a metaphor for rebellion against tyranny, and motherfucking goddamn cryptocurrency.
Okay, look, every day I read an article about how we're in a Bitcoin bubble.
And who is writing those articles? I don't want to say the establishment, but is it possible that Warren Buffett called Bitcoin a pyramid scheme because he has 92 billion conventional dollars to protect?
I'm not sure if season 6 is coming out this year, but I have reason to believe that it will feature crypto a whole lot more than it ever did in season 5. Now that they've done an ICO, we will see how the show will be able to depict what it's like for a startup company to delve into crypto. Last is my favorite of the three, called Startup. This show is not very popular, but for a crypto enthusiast like me, it's a hidden gem. Like Silicon Valley, this show features a startup, only it's not run by funny nerds, but by an unholy alliance between a programmer who is not really a nerd, an idiot, and a gangster. This series is centered around crypto, only Bitcoin is not portrayed to be the best. Instead, they created a fictional cryptocurrency called Gencoin that's above Bitcoin for some odd reason.
Did you know 50% of the world population, that's 3.5 billion people, don't have access to a bank account, but almost all of them have a cell phone? That's power. That's Gencoin. What if there was a currency they all had access to, a currency they could call their own, a currency with no borders, free of government decree, with no threat of confiscation? Did you know that in Saudi Arabia, a woman can't open her own bank account? In Indonesia, the instability of the rupee makes it impossible to maintain a business.
Gencoin can put an end to that. It runs off a complex algorithm. Took me almost 7 years to develop.
It predicts, ingests, and adapts to foreign markets and political shifts in order to remain stable.
It offers more stability, security, and anonymity than any currency out there.
It's the future of a truly free market.
Gencoin.
What's so fascinating about this series for people like us is that it dwells on concepts that we from the crypto space value. Things like decentralization, power given back to the people, financial inclusion. My most favorite character is Ronald Dacey, the gangster. Like, this character made me binge watch this show. Ronald is the OG of LH7, a group of hardcore Haitian gangsters in Miami. But don't underestimate him. He is surprisingly a very good entrepreneur. He is a bit hard-boiled, but he speaks from the heart and has his own set of principles. I learned a lot from watching him do pitches for GenCoin, showing to me that speaking your truth from the heart can possibly win more hearts than any type of smooth talk or scripted pitch. Hell, it's just a show and I'm convinced. The tech industry needs more gangsters, and I mean in real life.
It was just...
We were hearing her answer to Alex's big question.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The why, right? Big why. Hey, she tell you about her folks' diner and the Cuban mob and all that? She tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did Nick tell you about his shady old man laundering money to drug cartels for the past century?
No, we didn't get into that.
Y'all didn't get into that?
No.
How starting GenCoin gonna make him feel better about what his daddy done did? Nah. Why is everybody so quiet? Is it because of this? Well, this? Check this out. See that? This the business that had me tied down to a goddamn chair with barbed wire and then getting worked over. Do you know why? Because I took all the money that I had been trusted with, my entire hood stash, and I gave it to this little girl sitting right here. Izzy Morales. That's how much I believe in GenCoin. Where you from, Alex?
Greenwich.
Greenwich?
Connecticut.
Damn, that's quiet. Safe.
Yeah.
Most of the folks in your world building the software that's gonna shape our lives. Most of those people, such as yourself, y'all grew up in a bubble. Ain't that right?
You're not wrong.
And now you still in a bubble. Same shit, different pay, right? GenCoin. For the people, by the people. You see what I'm saying? Anybody who's living in the streets, anybody who knows what's going down in the streets here in Miami, or some messed up village in Syria, or anywhere across the world where folks is turning their back on other folks. You got that? And you got this girl's code. You got supply, and you have the demand. You have the problem, and you have the solution. You have the currency of the future.
Can't recommend this show enough, guys. You should watch this when you have the time. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you know a TV series that features crypto, which I haven't mentioned, please leave a comment below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the flip side.